Hello everyone, and welcome to my video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this surgical mask. I'm going to use these big washers to hold my pattern down. You can pin it down with straight pins if you don't have these washers. These come in handy for me. I'm going to use my rotary to cut it out. And you need to press really hard so that you get a nice smooth cut. And on this side, same thing. And then we're going to cut the top. Okay. You can remove the washers if you use the washers. Okay, so we have right sides together. We're going to go ahead and pin this. We're going to pin the top of this. And right here in the center, we're going to leave an opening because we're going to turn this inside out. So let's put a couple pins on the top. This is very easy to make. Then on this side, same thing, put a couple pins on this side. Just like that. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch a 1/4 inch from the top right to that last pin, and then we're going to go on this side and pin, and stitch and leave that opening. And then you can just cut off any loose threads. So okay, so we have our opening right here. Got our little opening. So now what we're going to do is, I think it's easier when you go ahead and press this bottom down. So let me go ahead and press that down before I insert these elastic strips. Okay, now that I have it pressed down on the fold line, we're going to take our elastic. We have 2 pieces. As soon as I find my other one, here we go. Okay, we're going to put it in right over here where we stitched on that side. We're going to put it close to that fold or stitch. Just like that. Then we're going to close it up. Make sure it's straight because we have to stitch across that elastic. We're going to take a straight pin and we're going to pin that in place. And then, so it's pinned in place, we're going to take the other side, right where we ironed it, to get that crease. We're going to put the elastic right next to that crease line, and we're going to close it up and make sure it's straight in there, just like that. Might be a little difficult at first, but you'll get it. Okay. So we're going to put a straight pin to secure that side. Now, normally I would go ahead and stitch across, but I want to go ahead and put the other piece of elastic on the other side. So we can just do all this at one time. We're going to open the other side up. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm on the side where the fold is at. We're going to put that elastic right close to that fold line. Close it in. Just like that. And we're going to pin it. The other side, same thing. Get that elastic. And we're going to go in, set it next to that stitch line. Just like that. It's in there. I'm going to put another straight pin to secure that side. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch a 1/4 inch from the raw edge. Now that we have that stitched, both sides, we're going to turn it inside out. And there we have our elastic right out of there. There we go. So this is what it looks like so far. This is that top opening right there. I'm going to go and press this down. And then we're going to stitch across this opening very close to that edge. I'll be right back. Okay, so I pressed it down and that opening right there, I'm going to go ahead and stitch it very close to the top, and then we're going to stitch from that stitch, we're going to stitch down 1/4 of an inch. Okay, any loose threads, just trying to cut them off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, maybe from this side, that 1/4 inch of a stitch. So now what we're going to do is we are going to fold this in half, just like that. And I'm going to go and I'm going to press that down. Okay, so now that we have that pressed down halfway, now we're going to take that lower half and we're going to fold that up just like that. And this top, we're going to fold that down. So it's going to look like that. And I'm going to go press that. Okay, so now that we have it pressed, it should open up like that. So now you have 4 spaces in there. So what we are going to do, let's see, make sure you can really see this. We're going to come up to that first fold and fold it over just like that. See how I did that? We're going to just fold it over. And we're going to pin it. Make sure that pleat stays in place. Just like that. And we're going to do the other one. From that fold right there, we're going to come up to that next fold line. We're going to come up just like that. And you have another fold. We're going to pin that. Okay, so you have 2 folds. Okay, now we're going to do it one more time. We're going to come up to that next fold. We're going to pin it. Just like that. So we have 3 folds. And we're going to do the other side same way. Okay, so now we have it pinned, and it should look like this on both sides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch across each side where the straight pins are about 1/4 inch. Just like that. Stitched on both sides. Just like that. Now, one other thing I failed to mention in the beginning. I use this little twist tie to put inside this mask, and I'm going to show you how and why. Okay, so on the inside, this is my inside, I'm going to use these snips, and I'm going to make a little like cut right here, not too wide, but just enough to get this twist tie in there. I'm going to show you just how I do this. Okay, I'm going to work this twist tie in. And you know what that's for? That's for to pinch around your nose so that you can get a closer fit on your nose, around your nose. Okay, so it's in there. Now, let me just show you how it works. I'm going to pinch it right there, and as you see, it'll stay just like that. And that's how you'll do it. You'll pinch it right around your nose so it'll stay in place, and it works. It really does work. Especially now, we really need these with this coronavirus out here. And I'm not telling you to do this, but I wash mine and I use it again because it's my own personal one. I wash it and use it again. This is 100% cotton. So, with that being said, I hope you liked this video. And if so, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll connect with you in my next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.